Welcome to this episode of Fun with Range Rovers.
Fun with Range Rovers.
All right, today we have, wait, what do you notice? What's going on, Grady?
It looks like the Range Rover is out of the shop.
What? How is this possible? Yes, I did turn the key on and I backed it up, yeah. Okay, so we did move the truck out. We're gonna change the oil today. We're gonna roll it back in because it's probably just as hot outside as it is inside, but I prefer to lay on concrete, not gravel, because I'm old. Okay, so to change oil, what do we need, Grady? Yeah, just pick stuff up and hand it to me. That's correct. We need a reservoir to catch the oil in. So we're going to use this old trusty one that we know for a fact will hold all of the oil we're about to drain, which is roughly 6 quarts. So that's correct. Good job. What else do we need?
Some funnels.
We do, but none of these are going to work very well for us because they're very small. This is the perfect size to dump the oil in the reservoir because it'll go through the reservoir. When we do this, you'll see. And this is also the one I use for gasoline. What else do we need?
Maybe this.
We don't necessarily need that.
Maybe this.
Well, at the end, we'll want to measure a ½ quart. So yes, we would probably use this for the last piece. What's this you hand me? Yes, that is a cheap Chinese-made oil filter wrench that you squish on an oil filter and you twist it. This is a brutal way to do it. There's a better way to do it. Yes, there is a better way to do it. Although this is the wrong one for our Range Rover, this is what we're going to be using, is the band style gripper. There's a blue one in there. If you'll grab it, Grady. That's correct. This is, wait, dude, this has got oil all over it. Seriously? All right, this is the right one. This is perfect for the tool we're going to be using today. So we'll do that. What else do we need to change oil? No, we're done with funnels.
Do we need any?
We're done with all of that.
We're done with all of that.
That's correct. We need some oil. And we prefer to use Castrol, not sponsored, but we're willing to talk. This is GTX, this is 10W40, extended life stuff. I'm gonna do this one because it was on sale. But it is 15W40, and that's gonna work pretty good for what we do. Typically when I drive the Range Rover in the summer, I do 20W50. It's heavier oil and it's very nice for the engine. And I also do the green Castrol. But this was, again, on sale, so I bought this on sale. So we'll use this until it's gone. But we need 6 quarts with the filter. Do we have a filter? It's a box. It says Wix. That's correct. We like Wix filters, not sponsored, but we're willing to talk. This is a 51515. Pretty easy to remember if that's all you drive and you only buy one filter for the rest of your life, like I did for several years. But this is the preferred filter for the Range Rover here in the States, because I don't have some of the fancy ones you guys have in Germany and the other countries. But yeah, it's very sexy in a sleek black, which makes it go faster, right? That's what we're going to do today. Any questions?
No, sir.
Oh, good answer. All right, and that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to take it out and we're going to hose it off, because it needs a lot of hosing off in the back. And we did put a bunch of gasoline all over the place. If you watched last week's video, we did spill some gasoline back there. So I'm going to try to give the back end a little wash off the top of the tank and some of the frame bits back there, just to get the dirt out of the way. Are you excited?
Yes.
All right, let's get started.
On today's episode of Fun. Oh.
All right, let's get started. All right, first thing, we're gonna drain oil. This oil's been in there a while, so I hope not to see any big chunks of stuff come out, but we'll get that. Let's change the shot. Get me that lamp over there and we'll light this up underneath here. Okay, so back to this. Yeah, so that is already coming off. So that paint job did not last. So that's gonna get all taken off and at some future date cleaned up again. But there's the oil. Let's get down here where you can see it. There's the oil drain plug right there. So we're gonna dump that out. I can't do that and film at the same time. So I'm gonna give the camera back to Grady. All right, here you go, bub. The wrench is a 1 1/8. There's probably a metric equivalent, but this one works. Normally has quite enough. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put gloves on. Let's put gloves on. Oh. Ooh. So I really hate getting oil all over my fingernails and everywhere else. So I'm gonna put gloves on. I pulled these off the other day. Water ran out. So I sweat. I had sweat in my gloves.
Oh my god.
There was a membrane of sweat underneath them.
What were you doing yesterday?
Everything. Drained the fuel.
When did you get the wheel back on?
Day after you left. No, the same day you left. I put it back on after you left. All right, here we go. Now we're good. All right. Oh, I always usually have a towel. You get a towel too. Because you never know. You might spill, like a lot of spill. And I don't like to clean up. I don't really have an oil mop, so I'll just use an old towel, just in case. Never know if you might need it. Better to have it than not. All right, got the oil receiving receptacle underneath the oil drain plug. Drain plug's coming out now. Not terrible. I've seen worse. So, not bad. It's not black. I was worried it being black.
No chunks.
No,
So far.
well, I won't no chunks. This isn't a magnet, so it won't, if you had a magnet, it would be chunks stuck to it. But this is not a magnet, so it won't have chunks. Fresh oil will help the seals and help everything inside be happy again. We got a little bit of oil leak in here somewhere. But as long as it's been sitting, that doesn't surprise me. All right, so it takes it a little bit to drain. Yep. Okay, tell me about your band. What's y'all's deal again this year?
What do you mean?
Showcase? What's your showcase?
Oh, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
And the first piece is really good. Second piece is boring. Third piece is really good.
Oh, good. Are y'all gonna dress up like pirates?
No, but our color guard is. Wait, I don't even know what we're supposed to be. I don't know if we're supposed to be pirates. Have you ever watched the first Caribbean?
Of course.
I think we're supposed to be like
Zombies?
the zombies that are in
Oh
it.
gosh.
Yeah,
All right.
I only just watched that movie like 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
I watched the second one last night. I really liked that one.
Okay. So zombies were really popular when that movie came out.
Really?
So the more, yeah, because like
I thought zombies hype was like the 70s and 60s.
No, well, yeah, but the latest one was like Walking Dead and all those other movies and TV shows started coming out. So how do you capitalize on a franchise. Let's make undersea water zombies, basically.
As a matter of fact, there's barely any movies about pirates.
Yeah, correct. They're all old in the 60s, and there's some really good ones. I'll turn you on to them someday. Some of my favorite movies.
Yeah, well, you need to turn me on some old westerns.
I have a list for you. All right, we've got about as much oil drained out of there as we could hope for. I'm gonna go ahead and seal it back up because you can sit here. Seriously, you could wait an hour and there'll still be a little stream coming out. And if it's 20W50, there absolutely will be a little stream coming out. So I'm gonna put the cap back on, put the screw back in, and I'm going to go ahead and tighten it down because I'm done with this portion. It doesn't have to be tight, tight. Click, click. All right, we're good. All right, now we're going to come out here. We're going to change the filter, which we see right there. I wish all cars were this easy to change filters on. There's the filter right there. And you can see that one's relatively new. It's not even got any road grime on it. I probably changed the oil before I parked this beast. So that's hardly even used. I'll bet it's good filter. Back in the olden days, my dad might use a filter twice before he'd swap it out. All right, I need the filter wrench. It's behind you, the blue one, remember? All right, nice. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, right?
Yep.
Correct. Oh, get it, get it. There she comes. There she comes. So let's get the drain pan underneath it. And it's gonna come out and be gross. It's free now. Here we go. Hopefully the fan won't blow this right into my face. And on the Range Rover, if you drop it right here on the steering rods, it'll drain. And you won't have to do anything else. Just like that. Dunsky. All right, so now we're gonna put the new filter on. New filter. New filter, niceness. And what we always do, because we were taught to do this a million years ago by our dads, and now you're being taught by your grandpa, is lube the seal so it doesn't twist when you tighten it. So it's slippery and it'll slide on this silver face right here. You see it? All right. And then it'll slide on that slippery, and it'll be slippery and it won't screw up the filter. Okay. It's a lot of fun to get that sorted out. Ah, I found it. Found the threads.
Perf.
Going down. All right. Hand tight. But my hands are slippery, so we'll use the wrench. Does not have to be ridiculously tight on this vehicle, but needs to be on a little bit. I'm sure there's instructions in the workshop manual. Read them. It's a good thing to read. I just do this one by feel usually. And eventually I will run it and check that I'm not leaking anything anywhere. All right, I'm gonna clean up my oil off of the pipes I just told you to set your filter on. Not pipes, those aren't pipes, those are steering arms. You crazy person. Oh, don't get the rag in the oil. That's the opposite of things that's helpful. All right, let's not do that. All right. All right, clean. It's a clean machine. Ta-da! All right, let's put some oil in. Oh. All right. The oil goes in this lovely little spot right here, marked engine oil. How exciting is that? If your cap doesn't have the plastic on it, you're looking for it right here. Okay. Remember when I told you that would be perfect for that? I was right. Am I ever wrong, Grady?
Nope.
That's correct. Good answer. All right, here we go. Oh no, Grady, we need to poke a hole in this silver deal. How do you think we would do that?
Fingers just...
Do you think we do that? Some people can't do that.
Well, let's see you do it. Ooh. Old man still has style.
Old man still has strength. Here we go. Try not to pour it all over the motor, but we're gonna pour this in moderately fast. It'll go in swimmingly well. 5 quarts in this container. And then we'll start it up, let it fill the oil filter. Some people fill their filter ahead of time, Grady. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Well, they do. And now, if you're like going to recycle your oil and take it to some place, don't throw these away, because you can actually put the oil back in there and take it handily to your oil change place. Actually, I go to O'Reilly's and they have a big tank in the back and I dump these in there. But I pour all my oil in a big 5-gallon bucket because I used to change it so frequently I didn't want to go down there every time. But that's not the case anymore. All right, we're gonna put the cap back on, because if you don't, it'll slosh oil all over the place. I know, that's hard to believe, but it's true. And I'm gonna start the engine and run it for about 15 seconds or so. On tap. I feel pretty good about that. So we're gonna let the oil, settle from up in the motor now. It got pumped up in there. We're gonna let it all settle back down in the oil pan, and then we're gonna check the oil. Are we on?
Yep.
All right, time passed and we talked about movies, specifically the new Beetlejuice movie that's coming out.
Hopefully that's gonna be good.
Yes, I'm hoping it's good too. All right, we're gonna check the oil, see what kind of volume we have in it right now. So we're gonna pull it out and we're gonna wipe it off, and we're gonna stick it back in, and we're going to pull it back out and look at the stick. And it says we are roughly 1 quart low. This is where the mark is. This is full, and that's 1 quart between those two. So we're gonna put 1 quart back in. Correct, thank you, Grady. All right, so we're gonna either guess about 1 quart, or we're going to pour too much in. So we can use our measured cylinder like you showed me earlier. Remember that? This thing here is definitely 1 quart, because it's 1 quart to the top. So let's just use it. So we're gonna clean it out because we're crazy. And we know that this stuff gets dirty sitting in the shop. Let's clean that out. Get that done. Okay. And we'll pour 1 quart of oil into it. My gloves are slippery, so that was more difficult than it looked.
Impressive.
Thanks.
Boom.
All right. Now this is the challenging part, to not pour oil all over the place while we do this. And we got to make sure the thing is closed. Let's confirm we're closed. We are in the off position on our thing, so we're going to fill this up with 1 quart of oil. In case it leaks, I'm going to do that way up here. 1 quart. Boom.
Very successful.
Very close.
go.
That's difficult. All right. And then we're gonna open our thing here. And then we're going to turn this to drain. And the oil comes out. There's a little stamina. Gotta hold this for some odd amount of minutes while sweat drips down your body and you think bugs are crawling on you.
Lots of time later.
Some time passed. 2 hours later. It wasn't 2 hours, it was 5 minutes, or no, what was it?
It was like 3 minutes.
3 minutes?
No, like
2.5?
2.5.
2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes.
All right, we're good. I'm gonna close this up here. I'm gonna seal this off down here. I'm gonna get my rag out and wipe everything off because why not? You can watch the sweat run down my arm like. All right. All right, we're gonna let that oil get down in there. So it's going to settle in there. I'm pretty confident I got this right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull this off and wipe it off because I've done this a few times. I have driven this 225,000 miles, so like I said, I've done this a time or two.
How many miles?
That's 280,000 miles on it.
Nice. How long?
I got it like when it had 40 something.
40 something.
Yeah.
And when'd you buy it?
2000.
2000.
93. I'm moving the camera around too much. You get people seasick. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, so it was our daily driver in 2000, all the way to 2017. This was my daily driver.
We've only ridden in this car maybe 3 times.
Yep, I got some pictures of you sitting in the front seat without a car seat, and you were so happy. And I'm taking you to soccer practice.
Oh yeah, and then I drove in it. Nope, I didn't drive in it then. And I think there was a couple times it took me to Brahms.
You guys rode in the back. We took you to the park when Pressy was being born. Remember
Yes,
that?
I think
you
I
guys
remember
spent the
that.
night when Pressy was being born.
Because I remember going to the hospital.
Yep.
Bring him on donuts.
So yeah, we've driven in it a few times. You guys didn't even wear your seatbelts and stuck your heads out through the sunroof as we drove through the neighborhood to the park. Something I'm pretty sure I would be in prison for 5 years doing today.
But this is only theory.
No. It only takes one Karen to call the cops.
No,
It's
it's only theory that we stuck out our heads out of the sun.
Oh no.
Sunroof.
That may, no, it's how we say that is that may or may not have happened.
That may or may not have happened.
Or you can also say, Senator, I plead the fifth.
There you go.
All right, I'm gonna cap that in case I get wild and crazy and spill it some more. And of course it doesn't have a seat today. There it goes. All right, some time has passed as you've been with us live the entire time. And we're gonna check the oil again. And the next thing we're gonna do is back the Range Rover up into the shade over there, get the power washer out, and get some of the dust off of it, because it needs it real bad. Right at the bar. Right at the bar. Let's just make sure I didn't overfill it. Right in the middle. Woot is indeed true. So once we run it, drive it up there, hose it off. While we're doing all of that, we'll check the oil one more time, because running it a few more minutes may put more oil in the oil filter, and then thusly have need to fill it some more. So, all right, so let's put the air filter back on so we don't get any water up inside there by accident. Let's get the air breather back in place on our mass airflow sensor. Go gadget mass airflow sensor. All right. Nice. All right, let's move her.
Old man Eric Stevens backing up the Rover. Old man Eric Stevens backing up the Rover. Oh. Old man Eric Stevens has backed up the Rover. Did it stop running there?
Yeah, I think I just let off the gas or something and checked.
Yeah.
Hi, babe.
Hi,
What you
Meaners.
doing now?
We're about to power wash the Rover. Get all the dust off of it.
Drove the Rover out of the
You
field.
can always film Mimi.
You drove that out?
No, I carried it. I picked it up and walked out here with it and set it down.
Pieces by pieces?
No, the whole thing all at once.
Oh.
Grady helped a little bit. He steered.
It's not the great white bus anymore. It's not the great white
It's
bus
not the great
anymore.
white bus anymore.
It never was the great white bus. It was the big white bus.
Oh, the big white bus. Oh, now it's the broken white bus.
The broken white bus.
She's mean. Are we
She's-
recording? You're
Yes, we are
making my people sick. She's mean.
Very mean.
All right, let's shut this off and set up the water washing thing. Oh wait, you ready to watch this?
Oh gosh. Oh. Is it as bad as yesterday?
Look at this.
Oh my gosh.
I literally can wring the sweat out of my hands. Like, it's hot, kids.
Yeah.
All right, let's get the water hose hooked up.
Okay.
So shut the camera off, move the garden hose.
The phone is inside of the
You
shop.
just push the red button on.
Oh, perfect.
Try to keep it level shot.
Describe to him what we just
Oh,
did.
we just washed the Range Rover, gave her a little bath. First time in a really long time. She was covered with dust because you gotta imagine she's in that shop 5 years now.
Really?
So, yeah, 4 years for sure.
And here's what she looks like. Ooh, sexy, ooh. Everybody say ooh ah. Ooh ah. Beautiful, beautiful. And then for y'all nerds, this is what it looks like over there.
Okay, took Grady home. Got the Range Rover out. We gave her a good bath. Washed inside. Knocked all the dust off the outside. Oh, yeah, water. That's all probably gonna evaporate. I'll probably get a towel out for that. Anyway, yeah, so good. So far, so good, I should say. So yeah. Sorry, bug flew up my nose. Anyway, what a great day. This is awesome. Range Rover under your own power. Fresh oil inside, so now I don't have to worry about that issue. So we'll run her weekly now for the rest of the time, and then in a few months we'll put some more gasoline in her and make sure we keep the seafoam going so we can keep the varnish down. That's all I got. Thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe. I'll see you next week.